Have you ever noticed that everything around us changes? The seasons shift. People come and go. Our thoughts rise and fall like waves on a vast ocean. And yet, amid this constant flux, there is a question whispered across centuries. If everything changes, what never changes? This question is not merely a philosophical puzzle. Peace and understanding beyond the surface of everyday life. Let us begin by journeying back over 2,500 years to a time when the world was alive with kingdoms, rivers of trade, and the hum of life filled with desire, fear, and uncertainty. It was during this era, in the lush forests and bustling cities of ancient India, that a prince named Siddhartha Gautama embarked on a journey that would forever change human understanding of suffering and liberation. Born into luxury, Siddhartha lived shielded from the harsh realities of life. But one day, as he ventured beyond the palace walls, he encountered what are now called the Four Sights: an old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a wandering ascetic. These glimpses of the inevitability of aging, illness, and death shook him deeply. For the first time, he understood that all worldly pleasures and attachments are transient. Everything changes. Siddhartha's realization sparked a journey inward, a quest to discover what lies beyond the impermanent, beyond the fleeting joys and inevitable sorrows of life. After years of meditation, self-denial, and reflection, he attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, becoming the Buddha, the awakened one. And in that moment, he glimpsed something that never changes, something beyond birth and death, beyond fear and desire. The Buddha taught that while life itself is in constant motion, there is a dimension of reality, of mind, of being that remains unshaken. This is not a concept to merely think about. It is something to experience through mindfulness, meditation, and the cultivation of compassion. It is the quiet center amidst the storm of life, the eternal presence that witnesses all change without being swept away. Over centuries, the teachings of the Buddha spread far beyond the forests of India. Monks traveled along trade routes to Sri Lanka, China, Japan, and Southeast Asia, carrying not just texts, but a vision of life that emphasized awareness, kindness, and liberation from suffering. They established monasteries, nurtured communities, and practiced rituals that made the teachings alive: chanting, meditation, offering, and mindful work. Even today, Buddhism thrives not only as a religion, but as a profound philosophy. In the modern world, where everything seems faster, louder, and more chaotic than ever, these ancient practices offer a refuge, a way to see clearly what is transient and what endures. Buddhists around the world rise early for meditation. Engage in acts of loving kindness, and reflect daily on the impermanent nature of life. They strive to live in harmony with themselves and others, cultivating patience, compassion, and awareness as antidotes to suffering. But what is it exactly that never changes? Buddhism teaches that while circumstances, relationships, and even the self itself are impermanent, the truth of interconnection, the possibility of awakening, and the presence of mindful awareness remain constant in the heart of each moment. Lies an opportunity to touch this timeless truth. When we pause, breathe, and observe, we realize that even as life changes, friends move away. Bodies grow old, fortunes rise and fall, unshakable presence within us. It is the awareness that watches our thoughts, the space in which joy and sorrow appear and vanish. This awareness is the never-changing mystery the Buddha glimpsed, and it is accessible to anyone willing to look deeply. And yet, Buddhism is not only about detachment or inner observation. It is a call to action, a reminder to act with kindness, compassion, and wisdom in a world of impermanence, to live fully in each changing moment while holding on to the eternal truths of love, empathy, and understanding. When we embody these principles, we touch the timeless amidst the transient in our contemporary lives. The influence of Buddhism is everywhere. Mindfulness practices have entered schools, workplaces, and even therapy, helping people navigate stress, anxiety, and loss. The simple act of pausing to observe breath, to extend compassion, or to see clearly the nature of impermanence has transformed millions of lives, proving that the wisdom of 2.5 millennia ago remains profoundly relevant. The mystery of what never changes is not something to solve with the mind alone. It is something to experience, to feel in the depths of the heart, and to live in daily life. It invites us to see the eternal within the fleeting, to find peace not in resisting change, but in discovering the unshakable awareness that witnesses all. And so, as we navigate the river of our own lives, let us remember, while circumstances may shift and seasons may pass, the essence of being, the mindful, loving, compassionate presence within remains untouched. Everything changes, and yet something eternally does not. This is the Buddhist mystery. It is not hidden, and it is not distant. It is here in every breath, in every act of kindness, in every moment of awareness. It asks us only to notice, to awaken, and to live in harmony with the truth that both moves and remains still. So the next time the world shifts around you, when loved ones depart, or when life throws uncertainty in your path, ask yourself quietly, what never changes. You may hear the answer not in words, but in the silent, radiant presence that has always been within you, waiting to be discovered. Closing scene, visuals of serene landscapes, monks walking in slow meditation, gentle river reflecting sunset. Remember, the path of awareness is open to all. The question is eternal, but the answer is present here, now, in the very breath that sustains you.